Hello, good evening. Ozzy, come on, come up here. You can't have any of my food, but come up here. Come on. There we go, star of the show. No, I told you can't have any. Hello everyone, good evening, welcome back to a brand new video. I am so excited for this video. This is the kind of content I want to make, you know. We're chilling, we're chatting, we're eating good food, life is good. So I put on my story yesterday that I kind of want to film a mukbang, not sure. So that is exactly what we're about to do. I was clever enough and put up the story yesterday, so it's been up for a whole day, so hopefully there's a good amount of questions on there. I've got myself some pizza, some garlic bread, some fake chicken, and we're just gonna have a good old chat and a good old time, to be honest. We've got some squeaky bean Cajun chicken, which I've never seen before. That's I have already tried, but then I put loads of more spices on it, so I haven't tried it since. So good. So overpriced, but can't complain. And then I've got garlic bread and pizza, as I said. But I did the worst thing ever, and like, didn't realise they were in for too long, so I feel like the garlic bread's hard. You're ruining it. Look at my lips, you're ruining it, It's so annoying. I hate hard garlic bread. And then we've got a little pizza. So let's get this party started. Obviously, if you do not like watching people eat, please don't watch this video. I feel like I answer this question a lot. What do you want to do after uni besides YouTube, if anything? I would kind of like to be, maybe not straight away. Straight away, I think I want to put my all into this and like some other things in the pipeline. But I would love to be like a stylist one day, like a part-time stylist for like, I'm not sure what, I think I would want to do like campaigns for brands. Like I don't think I'd want to do quite like e-commerce, like website stylist, like yeah, for campaigns I would love to do that. Maybe freelance. Do you like when fans come up to you? I was too scared when I seen you, haha, biggest regret. Yes, I love it, I love it. It's always so surreal, but I say I love it. I do love it. If you ever meet me, I will probably be quite awkward. I never know what to say to people. I never want to be like, do you want a hug? Do you want a picture? Whatever. So I will just start asking you about your life. I met someone once and I was like, where do you go to uni? What do you do? Blah, 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 blah. She probably left thinking like you interrogated me, but I just never know like what to say to people because I want to like chat to people, but sometimes people are obviously like a bit nervous, a bit scared, so I just kind of keep talking until someone tells me to shut up. But I do really love it. Just know if you ever meet me though, you might get 101 questions because I just will talk and talk and talk and talk until you say, can we get a picture, can we have a hug, see you later, you're a freak kind of vibe. At what point do you know when to let go of a relationship? I feel like as soon as you're questioning it, I've always said that. If you're asking me, how do I know when to dump my boyfriend? Now. Because why would you be thinking about dumping someone who you want to be with forever? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can think of so many of my friends who are in like really happy relationships who would never be considering like, when do I break up with him? Because like they don't think they are going to break up with them because like they're so happy together. So I feel like as soon as it's kind of in your thought, then. This is how chill this video is. Yes, I do have white hair and I'm in my white company dressing gown. This dressing gown is unbelievable, but it does have fake tan stains on it. So if you see them, mind your business. How did you get into fitness? So if you are following the Instagram, or like maybe now the weekly vlogs have started back up again, I've obviously got really back into fitness, I'm gonna say, because I was really into fitness when I first started this channel, and I actually not made a lot of content about it, but it was very, like if you watch my channel you were very aware, like I spoke about it a lot, and it was on my Instagram loads. But basically, so I've always had an interest in it from then, because I absolutely loved it, and I like literally transformed my body, and I just fell in love with it so much. It became such a stress reliever, my mental health went like through the roof. I was so happy, like it was the best thing ever. And then basically life got a bit busy, like I started a job, I started driving lessons, I was in my last year of sixth form, so like life was, if I wasn't like in school or like doing schoolwork, I was at work. If I wasn't at work, I was in a driving lesson, so like I'd kind of just run out of time. And then in lockdown, me and my brothers were training together a lot, and then when gyms finally opened back up, I was like, do you know what, if I'm gonna do this, let's kind of do it. So then like April 12th, I made sure I started my online coaching from April 12th. And yeah, it's so good for your mental health. Obviously, like physical changes and aesthetics are great as well, but like it is so good for your mental health. I just love having something to work towards, and like it gives me purpose when I wake up in the morning and like go to the gym, and it's just something away from this and uni that is like fully for myself and inspiring myself, and I just love it. I love the idea of getting a lot stronger and just, yeah, I just love it, I guess. I just kind of went and fell in love with it. And I think, honestly, if anyone, no matter who you are, what size you are, how into fitness you are, how strong you are, how amateur, beginner, advanced you are, if you start consistently going to the gym, I promise you now, you will fall in love with it. You will. Consistently. Until you've done it enough to start seeing like changes in your routine. Like as soon as it becomes a bit of a routine, I promise you, you'll fall in love with it. How's your mental health been? You seem more mindful and happy on social media. Mindful is interesting. Am I more mindful? I don't think so. I think I just sometimes get a bit busy and post less. I feel like if anything it's the opposite. I'm not mindful, I'm lazy at the moment. But yeah, I'm great, to be honest. I'm really good. I'm having fun, I'm seeing my friends, I'm, yeah, into fitness, I'm thriving, to be honest. I'm having a great time. So I posted on my story the other day, I was doing a Q&A on my story, and someone was asking about a boy problem, and I said, get carnelian and let it do the work. So then a lot of people are very interested in me and my crystals. So someone has said, do you believe in spirituality and or healing crystals? PS, love your videos. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. I really do. Do I believe in spirituality? I don't know if there's... Can you believe in spirituality? I guess so, yeah. I would say I'm a very spiritual person, or I'm on that journey. I say always, since I started this channel, kind of around that time when I was into fitness and everything, I was very into, and I am obviously still, but I was learning a lot about spirituality then and a lot of attraction, and it has like taken the forefront of my life like since I've learned about it. But recently I think we're all, I could talk about this forever. I think everyone in my eyes is a spiritual being. I think we're all extensions of the universe. I seen this great quote and it was like, you're not, what's it called? You're not a drop in the ocean, you're the ocean in a drop. I love that in terms of like, we're an extension of the universe. Like you're not a drop in the universe, you're the universe in a drop. I love that. So yeah, I am, but I think what I was saying is we're all like spiritual people. I don't think there's such thing as like really becoming like more spiritual. Like people are like, I want to become more spiritual, whatever, and I don't think you like become more spiritual, you just like become aware of it. You obviously learn more. Anyway, but do I believe in crystals? I believe in crystals a lot, but I believe crystals kind of hold as much power as you give them. Not a placebo effect, but similar. I don't think, right, you buy a crystal, you cleanse it with sage, you charge it on the window, you start carrying it around with you. You're not, like, magic isn't gonna happen. It's not. You have to, it's kind of like manifestation. I think you have to believe that these crystals are doing something and that they are working. And you kind of like manifest that they do, almost. I think, yeah, crystals hold as much energy as you give them. So if you really believe that like you've bought this crystal and it's gonna work and you've set intentions for it and you like, I don't know, believe, then I think, yeah, they do work wonders. Like since I have bought a few crystals, I believe that I am fully a witch, because I will think something, and if I've got like my crystals on me and whatever, or even if I don't, like, it will happen. And I'm talking things within like 10 minutes. I'll be like, I think like this is gonna happen, or I'll be like, oh, I want this to happen, and then it will literally happen. I'm gonna swiftly move on from that because I could talk about that literally forever. And I feel like maybe I could do a video on it, but I don't know if that would be very interesting for everyone. How do you become so confident? You've been glowing recently and I love it. Thank you. I think confidence comes from like just working on yourself and like a bit of self-love. Like no matter if I've said this for years, going to the gym, for example, and working on myself gives me the most confidence ever, because I know that I am bettering myself every day. If there was no physical change in the gym, and I genuinely, obviously I think this, I can't say this because obviously there has been physical changes, but I do hand on heart think that if I was going to the gym like I am now consistently and nothing really changed physically or aesthetically, I think my confidence still would have grown just as much. Like my confidence doesn't come from what my body looks like really anymore. Like obviously it helps and I think I look great in clothes and whatever and blah blah blah, but I think I would still think I look so great and be so confident in clothes even if my body hadn't changed, because I know that I'm working on it, and it just gives you, your mental health just goes like honestly through the roof. Like it's so great, and it just gives you so much confidence knowing that like you're working on yourself and like you're getting stronger and you like feel fitter, like you just feel so good. So I honestly think like regardless of physical changes, like going to the gym and just working on yourself makes you so much more confident. And like even working on yourself in a sense of like journaling and doing this and this, I think for me confidence comes from when I know I'm bettering myself. Like if I know I'm just sitting for like a month straight, I'm not working on myself, I'm not doing anything, I won't feel good and I won't feel confidence, because nothing's giving me that confidence. Like confidence doesn't just come from thin air. Like you've got to do stuff that gives you confidence. Do you know what I mean? Like just like sad thoughts don't just like really come from thin air. Like you think about things or something happens that makes you sad, like you have to act upon things to be confident. That makes sense. I'm bad at mukbangs because I talk too much and my food's cold. Interesting. I do this a lot. How not to compare yourself to friends who are ahead of you in life. Boyfriends, who have like boyfriends, who have their own houses, who have jobs. I think you just have to remember that everybody's on their own path, and like there will be things about you that in someone else's eyes, you're ahead of them. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone can look at someone and think you're better at me than this. You have done more of this than me. For example, you might have a friend who isn't in uni and is in a job, so has more money than you and is potentially buying a house, saving for a house, or just you think they're ahead of you because they've just got more money saved, they've got a nicer car because of it, they've got cooler things because of it. But they might be looking at you thinking, oh, I never went to uni, you know, I never did, I didn't do that. So you're looking at each other, envious of each other. So I just think you have to remember stuff like that. Like there's always going to be something about you that someone thinks, oh, you're ahead of me. And everyone's always going to compare themselves. So I think you just have to give yourself credit for where you are. Like, you know, give credit where credit's due. Just be a bit nicer to yourself. Like, okay, yeah, that's cool, they've got this, but like I've got this. Like, just like big yourself up. And I think as well, like I seen a TikTok the other day of like a 50, I can't actually remember who it was, but he was like a 50-year-old man. He was talking about something that like I can't remember, dropped out of uni or did or whatever, but basically he released a book when he was 50, and like it was always his lifelong goal to do, release a book or something. I feel like I'm probably getting this wrong, but he released the book at 50, and he was like, and I didn't release my first book until I was 50, so I think he's now a successful author. I can't actually remember who it was, but like it just shows you, I think we think there's so much pressure to do everything before you're literally like 22 these days. Like the peak of your career is going to be before you're married, before your kids, before you're this, like before everything else. And I just don't think that's like true. Like I am a huge victim of this. Like I'm literally like, by 23 I want to be like rich and have a house and do this and have this and have this, but like there's just plenty of time to do that. Like life is short, but life is long. Like you've got a lot of years. That's what the TikTok was saying. Everyone says life is too short, but like I think life is long, because like my life started when I was 50 basically, because that's when his like dream career started. No, someone else said feeling like everyone else is ahead of you, more successful. You just have to really like not just, sounds so simple, but you have to just not do it, like not compare. Just work on yourself and be so happy with where you are that like it just doesn't like phase you what anyone else is doing. Like in the song Stunt, Russ is like, too busy watering my grass to check if yours is greener, too busy eating my own fruit to check if yours is sweeter, too busy what is it? Too busy watering my grass to check if yours is greener, too busy eating my own fruit to check if yours is sweeter, too busy something. I need a celebration, celebrating hella patience. I was down but now I'm up. I'm celebrating elevating or something. Just be too busy working on your own life to see what anyone else's is like. Everyone's asking me a lot about fitness. I do have a fitness Instagram, which I'm trying to become more active on, _makefit. I'm thinking of doing a what I eat in a week video, rather than like what I eat in a day, or maybe what I eat in a day. And at the beginning, just mention the calories I am on and the amount of protein I'm eating, in case it's something people are curious in, because obviously I am vegetarian. And like putting a warning on that before the beginning of the video, and then like not talking about it once again. So not talking about macros of certain meals or anything, just this is what I eat in a day for 30 seconds at the beginning of the video. If you want to know, you can watch it. If you don't, you can skip that 30 seconds. And then other than that, I'm just going to be showing you great food, because I eat great food, which is all obviously relatively healthy. Well, it is all healthy. Let me know if that's something you want to see, because I would definitely love to film that, but I just don't want this channel to really start revolving around fitness or be triggering for anyone, or just be a place that someone doesn't want it to be. You look like you don't give a fuck about what people think about you. Please teach me how. Yeah, I just don't. Why would I? Why, like, what does that bring to your life? I don't care. I think obviously that's taken work, but it's just like building confidence and like just being happy with who you are. I think at the end of the day, if you know you're a good person and you know whatever, you just have confidence in yourself, you don't really care what other people think, because like the people who are probably judging you don't actually know you. And to me, I'm like, why would I listen to someone who literally hardly even knows me? Like, you literally don't know me. Like, what is there to judge? Obviously, I still care sometimes. Like today I filmed my first workout video in the gym and I was a bit like, oh, is anyone looking at me filming? But one, when I did it, no they weren't. And two, well, I was kind of like, I don't really care if they are. Like it took a few times and then I was like, I don't really care. I ended up balancing my phone on the bin. Like you just realise people don't really care anyway, I think. Like everyone thinks everyone's looking at them and everyone's too worried about themselves to even think about anyone else, I think. I don't know, I guess it's just like building confidence, which like there isn't a secret tip for. It's just like working on it, I think. Where do you think you'll settle after uni? Where do you think you'll go? I want to go to Manchester, really bad. But I also really want to travel. I've got ages to decide. Well, the forefront of my mind is move to Manchester, because at the moment I don't have anyone who would want to travel with me. So like go to Manchester, because obviously there's a lot of like people in Manchester at the moment, like Jazz and Sophie just about to move. So I don't know if they would still definitely be there by the time I moved, because obviously that's not for like another like year. But hopefully, because then I can go and that's just where I want to be. I don't really want to come home, I don't think. So I'll either be travelling or hopefully in Manchester. What series or film do you wish you could watch again for the first time? Sophia and Chintu was saying this the other day and I was like, oh, I totally agree. The Good Place. The Good Place was so good, I actually loved it. I was thinking about just starting it again anyway the other day, but that was so good. For a film, this is so random because I don't like most of the film, but Interstellar, the end of Interstellar blew my mind. I loved it so much. So I kind of wish I could watch that again just for the ending. I was literally thinking about this the other day. What was my answer? I do think The Good Place was so good, so maybe that. I don't really watch films or series. A lot of people are saying like, what are my goals at the moment in like life? I just want a really healthy work-life balance, but I also want to like throw myself back into this and like get a bit motivated again. I don't feel extremely motivated. I've spoken about this before, but tonight I think because I'm home alone for a bit. I need to go and walk my dog after this, but I'm obviously having a very chilled evening, as you can see. I think I'm going to stick on a film and kind of like, right, see what my goals are. Like, what do I really want from life right now? And really think about what I want with you guys, like with YouTube and stuff. And yeah, like write down and like really hone in on some of my goals, because I do definitely have a few. And right now my goal is to kind of like get my mojo back a bit. Like I'm so happy at the moment. Like I actually am just so happy at the moment. So I feel like my priorities have kind of changed in life. Like I just want to stay this happy, but at the same time I do really want to get back into being like very goal driven. But I feel like I've been craving this for a while, like just being so happy, because when I had so many goals, I would get really stressed if I didn't reach them, and I'd just always constantly be working towards them because I was like goals, 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 like go, career, money, this, that. And now I'm just like, I'm just really happy. Like even if I don't post a video in a week, I'm like, I had a great week, I'm still pretty happy. So I think I'd like to find a good balance, because I do miss that, but I am very happy now, so. But in terms of an actual goals, I do have a final kind of place I want to be before I stop my cut, like my fitness cut, and start like a reverse diet, a little bit of a bulk maybe, to build back the bum that politely left in the chat. So that's a goal. I do want to get to a certain point, but no matter kind of where I'm at, I'm going to finish that end of September, when summer kind of finishes. There's stuff coming with 11, hopefully. It's going to have a bit of a rebrand and a relaunch. I'd love a podcast, but again, these are things I really need to start thinking about, because if that's a goal of mine, we can make that happen, but I don't know what I would do or talk about that's like niche or like good enough. I've not actually ever really spoken about this, I don't think too much, once in a vlog. Someone said, how come you started eating animal products again? Why aren't I vegan anymore? So yeah, I am vegetarian. I was vegan for four years, yeah, because I think I started again in like Feb, March, so I think it was pretty much bang on 4 years. I do not think being vegan is hard, but now that I eat cheese and yogurts again and stuff like that, like dairy, not dairy, I can see why people obviously I know why people think it's hard, because there's a lot to cut out, but when you're doing it you realise, wow, this really isn't hard. But now that if I were to go back, do you know what, I did it purely for a selfish fitness perspective. I'm not gonna lie, that is why I did it. I was trying to cut, so kind of ish low carb and high protein, which is definitely possible on a vegan diet, but one, it's very expensive. I was spending like £300 a month on groceries for one person, for me, just me. And I was eating the same 2 or 3 meals every single day, because there was like 2 or 3 kinds of fake meat that were good, low cal, high protein. So I was literally eating them for lunch and dinner like every single day. So to be honest, I just got a bit fed up. I was getting a bit sick of like eating the same stuff, so I started like ordering takeaways and like kind of going the opposite way because I got sick of what I was eating. So yeah, to be honest, it was a kind of, the reason was protein, if I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't really care about anything else. When I went, I was like, I started eating eggs first, and that was it. And then I was kind of just like, I'm gonna start eating everything. So like cheese, whey protein, like Greek yogurt, protein yogurts. It was purely protein, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's actually all it was, because the morals are still there. If I'm gonna be completely honest, that is what it was. Nothing else. I think I'm gonna leave that there. There is a few more, but a lot of them were quite similar, and I'm wary I don't want this to be like a 40-minute video. So I've actually still got some food left as well, and I've been filming for half an hour, so I need to finish this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did down below. I love these chill, chatty style videos. I love the videos I love most are when I just come here, sit down and just chat to you guys. Like, I love it so much. So yeah, let me know if you want to see something similar like this again, or if you want another mukbang or mukbang with my friends on whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe down below. I hope you have the best day ever. Make sure you're all staying safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.